Man, this is insane. Joe Budden once again hating on Cenat. This is not the first time. This is not the first time. It's been a couple times already he's name dropped Kai. I'm like, damn, why, bro? Why him out of everybody? Like, why him? I think it's just because he's probably the biggest name right now in hip hop that we all know when it comes to the streaming world. I'm saying we, I mean the community, because a lot of people like us, yeah, we know Aiden, we know Your Rage, we know Agent, we know all the other dudes, Dude Dennis, and everybody else that continues going down the list. But a lot of the old heads, I feel like they just know Cenat because they've been seeing him pulling in a lot of celebrities like Nicki and different people to his platform. He catches a lot of the strays. Kind of reminds me of Lil Yachty. When Lil Yachty first came in the game, he wasn't the only SoundCloud rapper, but he was catching all the shots because he was the dude with the red hair. It was just easy to point the finger at. But Cenat receives hate from Joe Budden, even though Joe Budden says it's not hate. Joe Budden thinks he's not hating. He's giving constructive criticism. I guess he's having an opinion. But you know, the way that Joe Budden phrases things, it comes off like hate a lot of times. All off that Killer Mike beating Utopia, which is crazy because I don't see nothing wrong that Kai said. I don't see nothing wrong that Kai said. Utopia should have definitely won. I told you guys, everyone that thinks Utopia is mid, you're insane. You're insane. And I heard what Park said, which is shocking to me, with the sounds and the beats that was on Utopia. For him to say that it was mid is just hilarious to me. It just shows how outdated you guys are. They always say, oh, if it's not a premiere beat, or if it's not Alchemist, I don't want to hear it. Like, you got the old head bias going into this. Like, nah, I don't even make sense, brother. You moving like you a dinosaur era. Like, I get it. You could still like both sounds of hip hop, respect both. But the game has evolved. The game has evolved. And it's not like Travis is a young guy. Like, he just came out. Bro, Travis is already, what, 33, 32, 34? So around there. Been dropping nothing but hits for a minute. Has never won best rap album of the year. Like, come on. Rodeo, Astroworld, Birds in the Trap, Utopia, which I think Utopia is my favorite album out of all of them. I'm not even gonna lie to you. And I love all Travis's albums. I remember I had my Nissan 350Z. For those that don't know that shit did not come with an aux. My uncle had to hook it up at a car shop, but it took him like 2 months. Long story short, playing Rodeo every day. I had that shit in a 60D changer every day, playing Rodeo. Heavy. I could sing 902. If somebody put a gun to me and said sing 90210, I could do it. Hey Ma, preferably, by Joel Santana, Cameron, and The Diplomat. But let's hear what Joe Budden had to say about Cenat picking Utopia as the rap album of the year, or not really understanding who Killer Mike is in the album Michael. Let me tell you, I've never heard it and I don't want to hear it. I heard The Scientists, whatever, with Future and Andre 3000 on there. It was cool, don't get me wrong, it was a dope song. I was like, word, I can see this is a cool song. Better than Utopia? Y'all, come on, y'all trip. Y'all just insane. Like, y'all insane. Can't be the best album that hasn't shook everyone. Yeah, the old heads, like, you already know who the people is picking albums, and there's always the worst album pickers. Like, if your album won best album of the year at the Grammys, you shouldn't be in, because that should show you that your albums is ass. Macklemore won. That should tell you enough. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. We on that road to 10,000 subs. Let's get into this.
Everybody calm down. I don't know who this is, okay? Hey, bless you. Congratulations. I don't know who you are. Positivity, you paying for you, bro. Positivity out the window. Who decided? Who decided? Utopia!
Nigga, yeah, neither of those are better than... Yes, Michael. Oh.
Neither one of those are better than mine. That feels like spit in my face. You must really be bugging out. And I get it. It might not be your tier of music and everything, but it's a better album. It's a better album. It is a better album. Utopia is a better album. We all get opinions, though. That's what drives me crazy. That's what I like about hip hop. However, the same thing with sports. The two things that I love is because we could all stand by our side and have our opinions. It just gets to the point when Joe Budden starts getting disrespectful like this. Yeah, young nigga, like, yo, you a dinosaur. That should tell you right there you coming in biased, brother.
Some people don't give a yeah, we don't care about none of that little streaming mosh pit, marked card, whatever you niggas is doing over there. And let's keep it a buck. Parks, you said it. Utopia was mid, yo.
Coming from a dude that his favorite rapper is ESTG. I'm not saying nothing wrong against ESTG. I'm not saying nothing wrong, but the thing is, you're not listening to kind of music. You're not listening to Travis's kind of music. The artists that he be bringing up, Youngboy, ESTG, Dirk, like those are the kind of, that's the sound that he like. You not listening to Kid Cudi and be like, oh, he's one of the greatest rappers ever. Those niggas listen to Kid Cudi and they be like, he's ass. Where to us, his fan base, Cudi's one of the GOATs ever in hip hop. To us, when it comes to discography and music, I'm not gonna say actually rapping, but when it comes to discography, because I don't really look at him like a spitter in rap. When it comes to discography and making music and the sounds, like Cudi's one of those. A lot of people don't feel that way when they think of Kid Cudi. A lot of people do not. They're like, they always bring up Man in the Moon 1 and Day and Night, where his real fan base, Day and Night is not even a song that I play anymore at all. Pursuit of Happiness probably either, unless I'm doing a commercial or some shit. Like, those are not even the songs that I think of or go to. I actually like Man in the Moon 2 more than one. How crazy that is. Man in the Moon 2 with Ghost alone, I like more than any song on probably both of those albums. But it's just an example of how a lot of people be outdated, or that's just not their style of music. Like, brother, You're just not your style of music. For you to call Utopia mid is disrespect. From the performance that he's put live, we went to go see the show twice. From the performance he's been putting live, the merch, the album, the production on there, the visuals that he released, the movie with the, come on, son, y'all really bugging out. Y'all really bugging out. When it comes to album of the year, I don't think it just comes out to who can lyrical, miracle, spiritual better, or who can rap words better. That doesn't make the album better just because it's old head beats, old head bars. Like, it's cool. I'm not even, now you guys got me sounding like a hater, but it just irritates me how these old dudes come in and just think automatically just because the beat, you can make it on a lunch table, is just a lot better. It's just drums. We don't need all that extra 808. I'm not, oh Lord, it just irritates me. It literally gets me in a bad mood.
Yeah. You didn't deserve to win. I'll say that shit was Utopia, nigga. This is crazy. That shit was, man. I'm just so happy that the streamer, that the little finally have a look in the mirror moment and say, oh, it's not about us. No, adults are out, nigga. Yeah, it's a good one. Niggas got pocket handkerchief sales. Niggas got fly shit on. Musicians are out. Yeah, Musicians are out. Someone like Parks to speak against the production that was done in Utopia is just hilarious. Parks is credited for a lot of great things, but it's just you hating on production right now, and like a production like Utopia, which I think was the best sound that we've got this year. It just shows me that you're being super biased when it comes to artists. You're just being super biased. When you see they got old head producers in there, you're like, oh, yeah, that's my favorite one. I don't even need to hear it. They don't even need, you see how sometimes when we go into my favorite artists' music videos like Kanye, we just did, I was clicking likes before we even watched the video because I don't care. I got to support my mans in the algorithm. That's how they are when it comes to album of the year, which you can't go bias into that shit. You just can't. And they always screaming they picked it wrong until this year because now y'all old head one. Killer Mike. Bro, Killer Mike's an amazing man. He's probably a great father, great uncle. He's good at rhyming words together. He can show you how to invest in your community and your banks and buy property. Everything in the world that I want to hear except when it comes to music compared to Utopia. Like, I don't even mean to disrespect that man because he did nothing wrong but put out his craft and win. I mean, nothing wrong against him, but they just got me hating because they just talking so wild right now that it's just the amount of hate spewing through my phone is just getting me tight. Execs, business people, you little shut up for a change. Listen, we gotta rush behind Killer Mike. Killer Mike won. We gotta let these niggas know he won and ain't sit down with a single streamer. Little mother. Not one of you niggas. Niggas like, who? Yeah, hell, we knew who he was. Yeah, we respect you, yo.
Somebody run up on Ice in a dark alley right now, put a gun to his back, and be like, name 5 Killer Mike songs. That man is not making it to the next podcast. The camera gonna zoom out dramatically, and you're gonna hear Rihanna, man down, what the down, what the down. Again, it's all in the spirit of the game. It's all in the love of hip hop. The fact that we get this mad, we get this defensive over our picks and everything, it's just all in the love of the game. Joe be sounding like it's not always, like it's just something that he got against streamers and all this kind of, like, it's just crazy to me. Somebody like Joe that was such ahead of his time when it came to record. I thought he would have respected the way that kids are making it out today, doing nothing crazy and just using technology, being in their room reacting and shit. Someone like Joe that was one of the first dudes vlogging and all that, when they were looking at him crazy, it's just shocking.
They broke the whole console.
So that's what Joe had to say about Kai and the whole reaction that he did prior. Then Kai Cenat reacts to that clip right there and just shares his feeling like, yo, why is he always the punching bag? Remember he got mad at Drake that day and was going crazy and went viral about For All the Dogs. And I told everybody, I was like, yo, the album's trash. It's funny how everybody spun the block and was like, you know what's crazy? I did listen to that shit too quick. I know you did because you literally listened to the internet. That's why I don't go look for reactions. I don't go see what the internet thinks before I listen to the album. I personally like to listen to it before I hear anybody say anything. I just don't want them to even taint a little bit my reaction to how I feel about this.
Every single time somebody starts something,
got a grown man with pink shoelaces hating, like, that's just crazy to me. A man that wore lime green toe thongs a couple weeks ago just hating. Like, Joe, when we've been watching your podcast since, I'll name this podcast late, through my internship back in the day. Like, let me just tell you that you literally made me start listening to podcasts and all that shit. You and the early academics, One Shot Rack, that got me through my internship.
It don't even be me, it be them. They talk about me, so let's talk about them. This is what we have here is a case of old nigga syndrome, my nigga. Listen to me. I'm a 22-year-old young adult who likes to sit in his room and naturally, like everybody else, react to music and things like that, okay? If I think Spider-Man should have won Superhero of the Year, but you think Green Lantern should have won and Green Lantern wins, nigga, okay, it's your opinion. I'm not familiar with Killer Mike. I was just saying, I felt like Utopia and shit should have won. Bro, why not? Stop talking about streaming niggas, bro. Stop doing that, bro. Like, we some no niggas, my nigga. I would buy you, my nigga. Do you understand that, bro? Do you understand that, my nigga?
Damn, Kai had to come with the big flex. Kai would have to come with the big flex. Like, you understand that I will buy your whole situation. Now, also, you've been doing this since, what, 2015? About to be a 10-year anniversary next year. Kai been doing this for, what, 2 years, 3 years? We started seeing Kai before he was even famous, chilling in Ron Suna's channel. Like, and that, he wasn't even his. I knew him as Ron Suna's man. And look how fast he blew up to the top of the world.
You say you don't come off as hating, but you always bringing me up, bro. Relax, my nigga. Stop.
But what you guys think about all this? Do you feel like Joe was hating, or was Joe hating? There's no other way to look at this, bro. There's no other way to look at this. Like, all Cenat did was support his favorite artist, and the same thing Joe would have did back in '93 if you would have asked him who would have won Album of the Year at the Source Awards, and he would have gave his opinion. There's nothing different. He was supporting his favorite artist. He'd be chilling with Drake. He's cool with people that are cool with Travis. Travis called last time when 21 was chilling. They're like, bro, why are you so mad? Why are you so offended over a young man? Not only out the trenches, because he did make it out the Bronx. Like, that was crazy. That's fire coming from a city like that, like the Bronx and shit. You know, I gotta support mines when I see niggas from the hood. So not only did he make it out the Bronx, but the fact he made it out the Bronx doing something that he loves, nothing. He's never been breaking the law. We don't know Cenat yet on TMZ for slapping the shit out of somebody, crashing out. That's yet. We haven't seen him wearing those skirts. We haven't seen him doing nothing like that. So why would you not be proud for the kid? I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Why are you so mad with every opinion he does? You mad Drake supporting him, and then we come back and head for all the dogs, and it is fire. Like, it's just, I can never understand the hate. But you guys let me know down below, man. Who do you agree with? Do you really think Killer Mike should have won that? And again, I hope this never blows up and it looks like hate towards Killer Mike, because I don't mean it that way. I apologize. I just don't feel like your album should have won Album of the Year. You definitely do feel like that, and it's your craft, my nigga. Like, I'm happy you won for you. Finally, the boom bap is back. It's the return of real hip hop. Like, it's that kind of stuff. That's what I'm just starting to hear in my head, and it's just driving me crazy. At the end of the day, man, I love Utopia, and I don't really think you need the Grammys to tell you it was a great album. It was an amazing album. Tour is amazing. Everything was amazing. Let's hope we get that Yay album tonight. That's the only thing that's on the top of my head as priority. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. We're on that road to 10,000 subscribers.